Amy Yeske wishes love and light to us all. Love and light to you, Amy Yeske. I hope you're well. Amy wants to know if recent string of nightmares have a bad meaning. She's never dreamt about her deceased husband, Eric, and now it's suddenly nightmares every night. Oh dear. So I don't know what this is all about, but certainly we can ask Eric what's going on if you like. We're going to use these Konxari cards here. I suppose they're a bit like Ouija board but with cards, but when we use the Konxari we put the Ouija board away. They're just cards with keywords and photographs that might trigger things and other symbols and letters and numbers that we can probably use a bit like Ouija board, in the sense there might be like an anagram of a hidden message or a meaning there that may answer the question. I've also got these mediumship cards here I'm going to use as well, and we'll give them a shuffle just to get an actual message from Eric. But these are conversation cards. They've got like sentences on them, so that when we shuffle them, Eric's spirit, well, we shuffle them, and Eric's spirit will manipulate them and place them in a particular combination to form a message, literally. We've got a little visitor. A little moth just flew by there. I wonder what that was about. Hello, moth. If that's you, Eric, then let's go for it then, shall we? I was a bit dubious about, or a bit apprehensive about using the Konxari, but at the time when I added you to the to-do list there, Amy, I did it, so I'll honour that, because it was about a week ago now. I'm a bit behind in the to-do list department for readings and things, as you may have noticed. So what we'll do then, we'll shuffle the cards, and as we shuffle them, we'll ask Eric to join us. Spirit of Eric. As we shuffle these cards, we say, Spirit of Eric, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Eric, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Eric, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Eric, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Eric, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Eric, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Eric and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck there, and where the deck splits is where Eric has now left his energy, isn't it, Eric? So you're now with us, and I'd just like to at this point just like to thank you for your time, thank you for your energy, thank you for your love and the message that you brought. I just want to ask you for a message, if you've got a message there. Also, maybe, I suppose, a bit like a conversation, as we said before, and maybe if Amy, you want to tell Amy anything, and now's your chance. The Spirit of Eric, welcome aboard anyway, Eric. We'll just ask for your presence, your continual presence, that you fill these cards with your energy and commune with Amy through these cards. Spirit of Eric, we ask your continual energy that you commune with Amy through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Eric, we ask that you continually move among us with these cards and provide a message to Amy in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to Eric and all absent friends there, Eric. I'm just going to place the mediumship cards though just over here, I might actually just place them on top of there just for now, just out of sight just for a moment. Because these cards here are just what we want to try and get a bit of information from you, if you don't mind, Eric, about why maybe Amy is having these dreams. Now I've got a pair of reading glasses here, but they're not the strongest of reading glasses, but they're alright for reading certain cards, but I'll just need a stronger pair, I think, just to try these ones out. Now what we're going to do, we're going to deal out like a pattern, a bit like I suppose a compass sort of pattern. Just these two are going to be slightly together because we're a bit stuck for space, I'm afraid, on this table. I didn't make enough, but just place them there for now, because we'll be able to smooth them out a bit in just a moment. And what we do, we just deal out like a bit like I suppose you could say a compass sort of clock face type configuration there. And then of course now they're supposed to be right above. That's okay where that is. Now that one will be a bit what we don't worry about this bit here just at the moment, because it's a bit squeezed, isn't it? It looks a bit of a tight fit, but don't worry about that. We're going to deal with that in just a moment now there, Amy, if you don't mind. We've dealt the cards out as they should be dealt, but just a bit tight, a bit of a tight squeeze. But what happens here is we have to remove 4 cards, the cards of the east, south, west and north. And we do this, there's no actual, I don't actually know the reason why, but we do it. If you want to look at these cards, don't. We usually leave them in and don't either turn them or whatever, but just to remain on the safe side, we'll remove them. So as they were dealt, we just remove the north, east, the south and the west. If you want to look at those cards, you don't. We do it out of respect for Eric, out of respect for Spirit, and we just place the cards underneath the deck there and just pop those just up there. Maybe you can see them or not, I don't know. Now this is where we just neaten up a bit, make things in a bit more ship shape and Bristol fashion, as you could say. And this is where you just have to just tidy that a bit there, just to bring that so we're just a bit tight for space on it. Can I move that there? Maybe I can just move that back. Oh yes, I can just move that back a bit there and just make a bit more space for you there, Eric. Sorry about that, young man. Let me just, we can, oh that's it, we've just got a bit more room there now, haven't we, just so we can see what we're doing. These are a bit tight fitted together, it's just not, maybe we can pull it out. It's supposed to really be sort of lined up there like that, aren't they, really? So well, it looks as if we've got it there now, haven't we? So what we now do is we have to deal the cards and we have to flip them in the order that they were dealt. Of course, the 4 that we didn't deal, that we had to remove, of course messy, they're not there, so they sort of messed out. So to be this one, this one, this one, this one, and then these 4 here. Let's see what we're getting from this, why maybe this could be the reason why Eric is, or why you're having nightmares about it. But they always say dream of the dead and you have trouble with the living, don't they? I don't know if you've ever heard that saying before, there, Amy. Let's see what the first card is. Let's just see what's to be dealt there. Grab it and we'll just flip that over and I'll just show you that what that card is there. Notice that it says it's past, it says the past, it's related to like it's got like this star and crescent and and the letter H, hasn't it, attached to it there. Indicating really, I suppose, with it being sort of in the middle, the Santa Cross, as you could call it, or whatever you want to refer to it as, it seems as though Eric is locking onto something in the past. Maybe you're having nightmares about something in the past, something that's concerning you, something that's maybe not concerning him, but certainly something that he's got something to do with. I'm just sort of locking onto like a major event in the past. And it's that while I'm sort of looking there at looking up at the sky, it's got like some geometrical shapes, of course, but looking up at the sky, why when you look up at the sky you sort of getting this? I don't know what that's about. I want to pull out the next card to see what this, it's just this one here, isn't it? Let's just flip this over. I don't even quite see that there. This is day. It's strange, I was mentioning about the clouds and everything, and then the day as opposed to night. The sun, you've got the symbol of the sun and the letter E. Let's just show you that one there, just so you can get a good look at that. And that indicates really maybe it's something some day in the past. Why am I sort of thinking of that? I don't know. Maybe it's just easy just to say. You know, it's easy to just sort of think along those lines. Maybe, I don't know. But maybe it is as simple as that. There's some day in the past that affected you. Just adjusting this cloth here, this black field that is nice to use, isn't it? It's protective as darkness, and it helps, especially when we're at night here doing this sort of thing, talking to Eric, isn't it, Eric? And it's as if Eric is sort of saying that it's something in the past, something in the daytime, some day in the past that was of great, not just so much event, but some day in the past that's affecting you. Maybe that's what you're having nightmares about or something, I don't know. You keep going back to the same day or the same period of time, and it keeps repeating on you. About like a bad meal or something like that. It's not funny, is it, Eric? But he seems as though Eric is sort of saying, although that the sun, regardless of that, though there is a touch of darkness there, regardless in the day, it still reminds you that there is a touch of darkness, nevertheless, that can be still. What's that I'm looking at there? What's that in the picture? In the photo? Oh, just clouds again. That's all it is. Clouds. I don't know. I thought I saw it was like a moon type thing. It isn't. It's tell how often I use these. But it's every time. If you're looking at the card now, you might see something in there. You might see something that it might trigger a memory or an idea or something, maybe. Feel free to do if you can just see what's going on there. I'm going to pull out this card here now. I'm going to see what is going on with Eric. Bedroom. The Capricorns, yes, symbol of Capricorn and the letter N. The symbol of Capricorn and the letter N. Bedroom there. Something there. Seems as though maybe, yes, okay, maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe it's as simple as that there, Amy. That something in one day in the past in the bedroom, or something's happened in the bed. Maybe you see him in the bedroom. Maybe he's saying, I'm there in the bedroom with you. Of course, this is obviously why you're saying you have nightmares. What in the bedroom? I don't know what this. What's this on the floor here? A piece of, I don't know what that's here. trying to work it out really, just looking at the photograph. Maybe we shouldn't pay attention too much to detail, but there is something hanging up there, isn't there? Like a dressing gown on a thing, or is it like a figure up the corner without a headless figure or something? I don't know. What's this about? And what? I don't know if you can you still just see that? I don't know. But certainly yes. Maybe I don't know. This is. But you're on about nightmares and things, and in the bedroom, well, nightmares anyway. And it's as if he's saying something in the past to do with a day in the past, and that affected the bedroom. I don't know if it's something that happened in the bedroom on a particular day, if it's where he passed away, or if where he was ill, or where he was suffering. I don't know. What's this you're trying to say, Eric? What I want to pull out this other card here to just see if this might make a connection with it just a bit further there. What have we got here? Father and the Ankhs, the Egyptian Ankhs, and the number 1. What's this about? Father. I don't know. Is this father? What's that about? It seems as if something one day happened to, I don't know, your father, his father. I don't know what's going on here. But his father in the bedroom, maybe he's oh dear, what's this about? I'm sort of trying to make a connection here. Maybe you can make the connection better than me, Amy. I don't know. She's just taking a look here what's before us here. It's certainly interesting in the sense that I'm looking onto a day in the past. In the bedroom, it's to do with the father. I don't know if it's the father who's passed away and it's affected him, or if it's the father's spirit, his father's spirit that's giving you nightmares. But you're dreaming of him, aren't you? So clearly you wouldn't have nightmares about your husband, would you? Unless it's something to do with his. I honestly don't know what this is about at all. But certainly somebody's father is involved in it in some way. Maybe it was the father who was ill. I don't know. I've got to look at the next card to see what else comes up, to see if anything else is just coming up here. Boy, the boy, and of course. And you got the letter A there, that's the boy, and the letter A. I don't know if you can just quite see that there. And that's just like the hands of a child playing with some bricks there. And of course, notice there that it seems as if there's a boy involved and a father and a boy. Why am I sort of sensing as though there's a spirit of a boy and a spirit of a father and son sort of outfit going on here, if you want to call it that. Why am I sort of thinking that? I don't know. But it's as if the boy is in spirit. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it's as if the boy is in spirit in that bedroom. Is the boy being mischievous or something like that, maybe? Is it his spirit? Is the spirit of a father and son in that bedroom creating this? But you're dreaming of your husband, aren't you? You're dreaming of Eric. So Eric, I don't know what you're trying to say here about a father and son, or I'm getting son, but it could be just a father and a boy. It could be just a father, your father, couldn't it, Eric? It could be your father, and then this boy is something to do with it. I don't know, but certainly let's just see what this has to reveal here. Notice the boy is next to the father and next to the past, as if he's got something to do with it in the past or whatever. What's this card here? This is to do with that as well, isn't it? That card there, the present and the past there, as you can see. so the past and the present are a lot to do with what's to do with it. Of course, it's very important, the past and the father there, isn't it? The past, the father, and the day, a day in the past. See, the day in the past with the father. It's something to do with that, isn't it? And of course, what's happening now there at present, of course, has also something to do with it. Maybe a day just recently, around about now, has sort of connected with the past in some way. It's sort of like the anniversary of something, like maybe some father's anniversary or whatever. It's like a father's anniversary type thing. Or this boy, the birthday of this boy, his anniversary of his death or something. Maybe there's a boy who's but it's affecting you in the bedroom right now, of course, at present, affecting you in the bedroom, but the past also, it has an effect, and something linked to the past there, because of that there, the past here, the daytime and the father there. So the father in the past, we'll see what this card is, what it's opposite in a moment, Eric. So clearly there's something that's going on now in the bedroom now, which to do with the boy and the father, and the sort of past, the recent past, whatever you want to call it there, which is linked to those, like these three, like creating like a triangle, aren't they? Like a connection between all three. So the father and the past on a particular day, which got sort of recent with the present, the past, sort of the future as well, I suppose, to some degree. Is sort of indicating that yin and yang there is trying to create some balance. Well, I'm sort of getting as though the present there, that card actually wasn't the past, it was the bloody present, wasn't it? I'll just show you that one again. It says present and you saw it, and my bloody reading glasses didn't. But regardless of that, notice there, although it's the stars and crescent, it sort of forms like a yin and yang when you look at it from a distance, as if, I don't know, maybe he's trying to create some balance. But all these letters and numbers as well, what do they mean? Well, we can probably join them all up and see if there's a message. So get your pen ready for the anagram puzzle that comes later. A bit like a game show, isn't it, really, Eric? But it's not a game, is it? Let's just see what the next card is. That we're linking once we get the past and present in the right bloody order, when my reading glasses sort of see it. Let's just see what this one is. Let's hope I don't get this radically wrong as well. In moments in time, always. I think that's sort of close enough, isn't it? In the sense, a symbol of infinity and the letter I. You can't really go wrong with always, can you, Amy? If you can just see that there, I don't know. So we'll just place that there where it just goes there. And although in the past, as I say, the present, not the past, remember the present right now. Right now, of course, in this centre cross here, right now, there's a father. Who's got an effect in the bedroom or something right now, in a particular day right now, but it's linked to the past, as if I'm still looking onto an anniversary. I don't know if it's the father's birthday, his father's birthday, if it's Eric's father's birthday or Eric's birthday, but this boy, I sense this boy is in spirit. I don't know why. He's connected, yes, the father's connected to the past, but the boy is connected to the father, which is happening there now, as if that boy is in the bedroom. I get a sense that it's a mischievous boy. I don't know why. And the nightmares are just him mucking about. I don't know. He wouldn't mean it. I'm sure he wouldn't mean it sort of maliciously, of course. But it's always there the daytime. It always happens in the daytime in the bedroom. It's always in the day in the bedroom. So it seems if it's happening always in the day in the bedroom, the boy is there. Correction, the father is always there in the daytime in the bedroom, as well as a particular day. But I still sense it's an anniversary, I don't know, and right now of course is significant to that day. But it's linked to daytime. It doesn't seem to use the darkness. He seems to use the daytime a lot. I don't know if you work night shift or something like that. Maybe there's that the reason. I don't know. But that's by and by, isn't it? I suppose. I want to pull this final card. I want to see what's opposite the past, not the present, the past. Okay, I may as well crap myself. It's not worth doing the whole thing again just because I made one bloody mistake. It's an outtake, and you're watching outtakes in real time here. You're watching me not using the right reading glasses. To think I've just changed over to the stronger ones. There's hope for us all yet. What's this card here? You've just seen it there. Stairs, it says. Stairs, and there's a candle, and the number 8, as you can just see there. So I don't know what this is all about, the stairs, but certainly, right, does this mean anything? By the bedroom? The bedroom is by the stairs, and right now, of course, by the stairs, in the bedroom, the father has some effect over this, or something of that nature. Well, always in the bedroom, always the bedroom is always connected to it. It's always in the daytime. It's always to do with the daytime. Always to do with nevertheless a day right now. Nevertheless, is a day in the past. I don't know, I just got a sense Eric is saying it's something to do with an anniversary or a birthday, but there's a boy, this boy over here, he's opposite the always. The boy is always there in the bedroom, like as if he's I got a sense as though there's a spirit of a boy in there, but it's always there in the daytime, maybe when it was time to come out to play or whatever, and something happened. I don't know what the father did, if the father did something to him or the boy did something to the father, but it seems as though Eric seems to be saying it isn't anything to do with him. It's nothing to do with Eric. This is to do with a totally different thing, a different spirit completely. Sort of spiritual sort of energy that's, what would you call it? There's a different movement going on here. There's a different entity entirely. But it's something to do with a father and a boy. I don't know if the father's done anything to the boy, but it doesn't look as if doesn't seem there's any sign of anything there particularly. Maybe the father and the boy haunt the bedroom. I don't know, because maybe it was the boy that was sick, or the father that was sick and the boy grieved, or the boy that was sick, the father grieved. I don't know. It could have been Eric in the bedroom who grieved, and the father and the boy who was there before came to comfort him or something. But why are you having nightmares? I don't know why you'd be having nightmares. Dream of the dead, you have trouble with the living. We know that. We've established that. But of course, this connection with the past is to do with the father and to do with the day, a particular day in the past. I mean, I virtually said that when I thought the present card was the bloody past card, and we'd virtually locked onto that. So that sort of was self-explanatory before I got my bloody reading glasses wrong there. But anyway, the present and the daytime, a day right now is equivalent to, I suppose, a day in the past to this father. I still say to some sort of anniversary that's come round, and maybe if it's the little boy's birthday and the father's there, or father's birthday and the little boy's there, I don't know. I'm sort of sensing as though, although the boy is up that corner there, out the way, I've got a sort of sense the boy is north easterly, or was northeasterly at the time in the bedroom. I don't know, but the stairs are northwest from either where we're sitting here or where you are. You'll find that's at the northwest end of the house. So I get that sort of sense, and the bedroom is to the west. I'm just getting that. I don't know why. It's just maybe just the position of these cards that we're sort of looking at that. I want to see what message Eric's left for us. I'm going to just pull out 3 cards initially. So Eric, this is if you've got the floor, just to say to Amy whatever it is you want to say. Let's go for it. We'll just flip the card over nice and slowly there, just to see what energy we've got. And he's just saying there that I am learning over here, Amy. I'm learning over here. Regardless of, I just don't sort of sense as though he's anything to do with your nightmares, but he's telling you through this, the spirits who are to do with your nightmares, Amy, are coming through and are saying it's a boy and a father and a son. I don't know what it's to do with, but do some research and you might just find out. But he's just saying I'm learning over here. Maybe I'm learning sort of what you're trying to learn. I don't know. But laughing and joking apart there, Eric, you're learning over there, so it's nice to know that lessons have been learned. Let's just see what this energy is here. He's just saying I've no more earthly worries. So whatever he's learnt, he's got no more worries, no more bother, nothing on his mind. If you've got any worry dolls like I've just got there, Eric, then that's probably what it is. If you've got the spirit version of that, then you're doing all right. It seemed to do me all right, unless it's a psychological thing, I don't know. Let's just see though what the third thing is he just wants to say here. He's got no more earthly worries, Amy. I'm learning over here. I've got no more earthly worries, and I just want you to know, he's just saying, I just want you to know that I wish I'd told you more often how much I love you. I know, I suppose, in a way, in an ironic sort of way, Eric, you're telling me that you love her now, aren't you? You're telling her, basically, I love you. He's saying, but I love you, Amy. I know I didn't say it, but I've got no more earthly worries now, and I'm learning. Maybe I'm learning the lesson that I should have said, I love you more often, and maybe we didn't talk as often as we should. But then again, I suppose nothing's perfect, is it? And at the end of the day, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? I want to pull another card out here, actually, just to see what's going on here. I just feel off one more card as if it's an important thing, and yes, it's understandable that, isn't it, there, Eric, that although you may not understand it now, Amy, everything happens for a reason. So I know that he probably gets at you. I know it will do. These nightmares, everything happens for a reason. If there's something bothering you, maybe, I don't know. But I want you to know I've got no more earthly worries, because I'm in spirit now. And although you're in earth, yes, you will have earthly worries. I know you will, Amy. But at the end of the day, I just want you to know that I've got none. So why don't you join me? I love you, Amy, and I don't want you to have any neither. And what's the point? Why let the bastards grind us down? And all you got to do is think about me, and you know where I am, don't you? I want to put. Well, we're saying that. I just want to pull out another card. I'm just going to be nosy just for this file. He's just saying, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Amy. Forgive me for when I didn't speak to me. Forgive me when we argued, when we didn't see eye to eye. But it doesn't matter. I'm learning. That's the lesson I've got to learn, and I've learned that lesson now, and I'm doing okay. Everything happens for a reason. You know that. Maybe it's just for the reason that I've got to learn. But we'll all learn. It's life's little lesson, and then of course it's a preparation for something better next time, isn't it? That's what it is. That's what he's saying. He's saying that's what the Buddhists believe, actually, isn't it? if you know what I mean, Eric. You're saying that, aren't you? That this is a preparation for something better next time. So with that, we'll leave Eric's love with you. What we're going to do is just gather up his little message cards here, and then I'll just pop them. Put in a neat pile over there. I think I'll just stick them just for now. We'll just place them underneath the deck where they came from, and then these other cards that we've been using here, I want to gather them up now in, I suppose, in reverse order to which we dealt them, like so there, Eric, and then what we're going to do is lay them out in order. That is where you've got to get your pen out now and do some the first card, of course, was present, not past, but the past did come out eventually. But laughing and joking apart, let's focus on what the letters are and the numbers. We've got the letter H there. You can just see that there, the letter H. And then the next one is the letter E. So write that one down, it's a good one. The one after that is the letter N. So that's Hotel, Echo and November. And then the number 1. That's a number 1, yes, not the letter I, it's the number 1 actually. It's the figure 1, not the letter I. It's the figure 1. Hotel, Echo, November 1. And then we've got Alpha, which is A, after that. And then we've got the letter Y. Yankee, letter Y. And then we've got, this is the letter I here. That's the letter I there, isn't it? It's hanging off a bit there, isn't it? I'll just try. I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to try them in a sort of diagonal pattern there, just along there for you. Just so you can see them maybe. If we do it diagonally, got a better chance of them all sort of lining up. I suppose it doesn't matter too much about the order which they came in, but because you're going to mix them up and meld them, blend them, or whatever you want to do with them. So there we go. Let's just pop that there, letter I, Yankee, India, and then of course the number 8. So we've got two numbers, we've got 1 and 8, and then we've got those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 there, those. So let's hope that can you just see my fingertip there? Can you see the letter H over there? Right, that should do you just nicely, I think. I'll just probably try and, I know this is a bit mucking about, but I'll just try and move them along a bit just so you can see them a bit better there. Whatever, I don't know. Anyway, we've said what they are now, haven't we? So I think we know. So I'll leave that with you, and hope that you can work that one out. If there's a message there, who knows? But for now, we want to say goodbye to Eric. And I just want to thank you for this message that you brought, Eric. And maybe want to thank the father and the boy as well, the other two spirits who may be here present at the moment, for whatever reason that may be given here, I don't know. But for now, for Eric, we just want to, for all spirits who are here, we want to thank you for your messages. thank you for your energy. Eric, thank you for your message for Amy, and it's been great having a word with you there. Thanks for the patience, which is a virtue, which you seem to have a lot of. And with that, I just want to say that the love that you wished that you'd said how often, you'd said it a bit more often that you loved Amy, but you said it, haven't you? You just said it by saying that you wished you'd said you love her. You've just said it. So there you go. And that love is the law. Love is the bond. Merry did we meet. Merry do we part. And merry may we meet again. Blessed be to Eric and all absent friends. We just place the deck on top of Eric's cards here. Just check everything's all lined up and whatever, and then we'll just place the cards here, the rest of the deck on top here, and lay Eric and all those who visited us now to rest. Again, blessed be to Eric and all absent friends. And let's hope for something better. Tomorrow's sunrise is the beginning of the rest of our lives, isn't it?